Okay, I found another clue that I did broke the world's record because people genuinely don't care. I tackled another issue, which is like flood algorithm, just to find out that the flood algorithm that I am making does not exist. And I'm like, that's how you do flood algorithm. How else would you do flood algorithm? Let's find out. That's how, I don't know how you do. But AI is telling me that it doesn't exist. This video is starting to tell me that it doesn't exist. That I just broke the world record again. It's by accident. I just farted. In one day, I broke the world record this time. One day. Fastest flood algorithm. Check if you want. Just rewatch, I don't know.
Pixel, it replaces it with a new color, and it does the same thing with this, even if we're working on a 2D array and not a tree or a graph. Because
Oh,
DFS and BFS are not used for...
I will reveal how my algorithm works after we laugh. After we have a funny moment of looking at... Is that how you flood? Very funny.
to watch the videos I made about...
I will show you the proof that I do have a working prototype that's ready to get tested. I don't actually gonna do the testing again because I don't give a fuck. I'm not even gonna do the coding for you guys. I can show you that code looks like this. Destroy a plot. It's pretty chunky. There's a lot of going on in here. Maybe it can be simplified significantly. That's another thing for people to figure out. But basically, what do you mean? There you go. Just a simple proof that my flood algorithm works, no matter how fucking crazy complicated it actually is. Because it's not. There's like a repeating chunk 4 times. This code is repeating so hard right now that it actually hurts me now that I wake up. Boom. This green stuff that's connecting right now. Wait for it. I don't actually think it's gonna actually clear everything from here. Alright. Alright. I'm actually gonna bump the number, which is literally the limit. I limit how much it clears, which is not actually a good idea, but I don't want it to crash or anything. I'm still cautious. I just baked it, you know, like, I don't want it to take over the world. So you saw, like, only a part of the shape being take over, meaning that it is a flood algorithm. Like, you actually see it not perform the whole thing. This is the funniest thing. It's actually a better proof that way. I don't know if it makes sense. But it shows what it's trying to do, right? It's not trying to, like, follow some kind of principle that everyone else has, potentially. It's working in its own pattern. So this bad boy, this big juicer, green one, we start from here, and then the flood will take over everywhere else. What? Really? It doesn't work. Wait, it doesn't work at all? What happened there? Doesn't go up. Oh my fucking god. That one disappeared? What? I will still have to fix the bugs then. It's not good. I mean, it's just kind of random. Why would it be random? So I guess it can only do 2 iterations so far, and somewhere it gets clogged. Oh boy. It is complicated code, I'm not gonna lie. So there might be a follow-up video for this, I don't know. If you genuinely have a question, you can ask on my main channel. Like, genuinely. If you just want to be an asshole, I mean, the comments is your save space to be an asshole because I will ignore them. The lore about this channel very quickly turned from, yeah, probably not going to be able to reply to the comments anymore, to the point where it's just like, I will get my 1,000 views on drama, and I will ignore the comments because I know they're absolutely disgusting. Basically, again, I can't laugh at people just yet, but this is how it looks like. Step by step, it goes one direction, switches, goes the other direction, so it doesn't actually conflict with itself. And the point is that it's the fastest, is the fastest way to actually do things. And then it goes this way, and that way, and then finalizes. I try to think of any other way, and this just seems like so fucking logical, so lightning speed, and somewhat inspired by one of these. If I click right now, it's gonna do the flood algorithm. But what it's also gonna do, it's gonna fucking load. And loading, it's too slow already. If you give me a loading circle, if you have to load for a second or half a second, you already wasted all my fucking time for no good reason, right? Now, there is a questionable thing of like, can you multi-thread this? And I think there's something you can do. There's something you can do about this. Maybe you can multi-thread all the flood algorithms. I have no idea. That you get like 10 times more complicated in that situation. So let's see it. Let's see how it's done, right? And obviously I broke some kind of fucking rule again, and everyone hates me basically. It's just like it's inevitable. You're not doing it this old-fashioned way, and it works in these circumstances. And your code does not work, and it's like just tweak the fucking code a little bit, and then it works. Tweak it. What?
Above them
Like,
before
I don't
continuing
get
this
it.
one. Bottom, once from the top, once from the right, and once from the left, and once to go from.
Yeah, the most fucking simplest flood algorithm there is. You just do this and you do it recursively. And then you just continue going those directions. It's still not exactly obvious what happens to a naked eye of how it stops trying to backtrack, basically. But it founds a new host, basically, and spreads the virus. It's not capable of going back. But it will try to go back, and that's the point. I don't go back. I just move forward, my friends. So in this circumstance, and I technically have it here, in this circumstance, what my algorithm is going to do, it's going to go this way. All right? If the starting point is here, it's going to go this way. All right. Next step, it's going to go this way. It's going to actually take over all this land without actually interfering with itself a single time. We'll take all this land. No interference. It also starting to detect that there's land over here. So it's gonna like take this land. Bam. This direction. And then finally, it finds a little bit of sliver over here. How efficient is that? There's not a lot of this a little bit additional complications here. For not a lot of like things being found, but otherwise, this gotta be the most efficient and again the most easiest flood field to understand. This is actually very complicated. Like, what? You go to the next square, you have to save that square, and then do the recursion already. After you do this, after you spread into the plus sign, you're already doing recursion on those 4 squares. And going like this. What? Okay. What? And then when I fucking say this, AI is like, well, you cannot do this. You cannot go diagonally. And I'm like, oh. You can start typing in the comments that I cannot go diagonal. You win. You fucking win, bro. If you want to diagonally fill, I would still be like super duper efficient. It just would take actual amount of iterations. Sure. And it depends on how diagonally, because if you zigzag, I can catch up pretty nicely. But if you just straight up diagonally, yeah, we'll have a trouble doing that. I will have trouble filling your shit, you know? There's that one exception we have there. I hope people beat me up for that one, you know? Because, oh my god, when it comes to flood filling, zigzags are happening all the time, right? Like, holy shit. When you're trying to solve a problem, you're trying to solve a problem to the most common scenario. You're not trying to solve the problem for a fucking ziggy zaggy. I'm sorry, dude. It's not happening, bro.
Is the same principle
He don't have no ziggy zaggies.
we use with binary
Why
trees.
is he
We
not
use
solving
recursive
this?
when it moves to another direction when it reaches the border.
And all of us, it just shows a completely different thing, though. This is different. And this one genuinely looks efficient. It bounces. Bam. Bounces again. Just keeps bouncing. Okay. Not bad. Maybe you can even split on this one. Why the fuck my tablet just turned off on its own? What is going on? Stupid updates.
Or when it finds a connected area, as you can see with this animation. Okay, but
Wow, look at that. That's also pretty fucking efficient. One question though.
another color, and so on until it fills the whole connected area, as you can see with this animation.
What happened here though? With this dot right there.
Okay.
That one too is also a little weird. But this dot is like the sneakiest shit of all time. Like I don't.
Okay, but what about the base?
What's going on there? How does it find the dot? Hmm. This one dot actually breaks the entire thing of like whatever we're looking at. If it's not actually filling it in those two waves that have been casted, I'm confused. Because we're not dealing with shapes that are like very thin shapes. I'm dealing with thin shapes right now in order to literally test whether it's going to be good enough to clear all of this. But that one just freaks me out, bro.
Okay, but what about the base cases?
What also freaks me out is that he shows that one thing. It's like it goes 4 directions. And it's like he's not going 4 directions, he's going like this, and it's like that's much more better doing like this. So what's the fuck? I'm just freaking out. Like this video doesn't make sense. It's 4 years ago. And it's like
When we reach the top border, when we reach the body color of the actual.
And by the way, don't fucking ask me to do a perfect video when it's possible to make a perfect video. You know, it's possible. Once I fucking release my algorithm, once everyone learns, then they're gonna try and make a perfect video with graphics and editing and all that shit. It's like, you guys understand that it takes time?
Cell
You don't understand anymore?
Has different color faces, but you can put them in one to the one.
He's gonna show the
left.
code base.
How did it go to?
It's checking like the cross, it says. And it's like, but why does it move like this? I guess when it checks this first, it's like, oh, that's where I'm gonna go now. I guess that makes sense.
So on until the bottom. Now when it calls with I+1G, it enters the base case because it went out of the grid, I is equal to N, so it directly returns, it backtracks.
Alright, just checking this, whether you're out of the grid though, so it should check in a very different way. Naturally, like you can't even access the thing.
Now the call to the bottom ended, it won't be the one that goes to the top, but it also enters the base.
Goes to the top. Even though you came from the top. That's where things get very inefficient. Again, he bumped back into the top. He checked this when he knows he's coming from here. No? He doesn't know?
base case because the
Okay.
color is different from the one we're replacing.
Okay,
Remember,
bro.
we're replacing white cells and the actual one is next goal, I, g plus 1, the one that goes to the right. Here it enters the recursive case, so it fills the cell, and it recursively calls the this is what's gonna happen.
And then he's gonna go down again.
Until we finish all the recursive calls. Other dimensions of the grid, because in the worst case, it needs to fill.
Time complexity. Are you sure? Are you sure it's that one? You're double checking a few times, buddy. That's the whole fucking point. It's how many checks does it take? So it's like, oh, the time complexity is exactly the fill. I don't believe this. What? In what universe it's end-to-end? Like, what universe? It's way worse than that. Even my algorithm is not perfect in that sense. It's something else than that. So I don't even understand, like, this notation anymore. Like, we literally entered something even worse than sorting algorithm space. Where things don't even make sense. Like, you can't put it when it's, like, double-checking itself.
Fill the whole grid, and a grid has n times m cells.
And it's like, we need to actually know what the worst-case scenario is, too. So there's two notations.
And for the space complexity,
This is, like, the best-case scenario, I imagine. Where it's, like, super easy to snake around.
each recursive call adds a frame and frames.
But what about that fucking little dot over there, you know? Like, this guy's just zooming, and it's like... there's problems, bro. Like, don't... slow down.
This is why the maximum equals like size is
Slow
n
down, bro.
We call the initial cell, and we enqueue its 4 directional connected cells.
Okay.
That the area will get filled level by level.
Yay, we get the actual flood fill now. The shitty version.
As you can see, first the initial cell, then the ones that are one cell away if we didn't get out of the grid, didn't already color the actual cell, or the color is different from the target color we would.
We gotta make sure a lot of times. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, buddy.
We got the color we're gonna...
I mean, I can give the notation if it's, like, very close, right? But I just got it better. I just got to figure it out.
Replace, which is the color of the cell, then we can start.
I might even do it better. But I do use the list. That's the whole point.
Let's continue to move to the next.
These ones do feel simple, but...
-1.
Yeah, because my algorithm is plenty of complicated when you, like... What do you do over here? How do you transition? And then it's like, yeah, it is tough. I did have to figure that one out.
And say,
Just so you know, it's a height difference. So the height increases here, stays the same, and then it decreases here. So when it's increasing, it's going to check here. Double check. It's obviously going to bump into a wall over here as it's going this direction. And it's going to check here because the height decreases. If the height decreases by 1, I don't actually have to check. Because I know the wall is over here. And the height only increased by 1. This line finds out that the wall is over here. So the height only decreased by 1. There's nothing to check. This is actually solid. The fill does not go through, technically. Alright, I don't know how I would do it if this does allow you to go through. It's a whole different fucking subject then. But so far we agree that this should not go through. So, it doesn't have a problem. The height doesn't have a problem reducing from here to here. Here it would actually check these 3 cells. Alright, this one is fine. But these 3 gotta be checked if I can actually pass through. Obviously I can't, but I would still check. Just in case to branch like this. Right? And in this case, it does branch. This one case. It does basically efficiently find the walls as well. Very efficient algorithm. Like, there's no possible way you can improve it. Or beat it. This time, we have a theorem, my friends. The theorem, the unbeatable. Wow, everything is NM then. Thanks. We definitely learned a lot, actually.
Time space complexity. Time for this call the function, and this is what happens.
Ugly. And slow.
The BFS approach is usually more preferable than the DFS1, because it doesn't require call stack space, which can be limited sometimes.
Best friends never, bro.
And it also starts by visiting.
Preferable. This is actually preferable somehow. I'm sorry, buddy. Like, get the fuck out of here.
So now I want to talk to you guys about how exactly you flood fill. There's basically
Alright, another video and then we're gonna leave because this is so fucking stupid. Like, I am just not having it. I just broke the world record and it would be preferable method to do this. Because it doesn't check itself.
2 parts to this method. Now, one thing with a stack of that branch before fill, and this is going to look something
Like, why is DFS is not preferable? Why is BFS?
like this. We go as
Because of programming
far to the left as
complexity?
we can, and we just kind of fill in the area.
Oh my god, this is a lot more complicated
Now,
than I
watching this
thought.
animation, it's actually kind of interesting because we missed that one point over
Yes, you did! He will explain the point!
here, but we still fill in the entire area, and then we come back to it later.
Bam.
Now let's try to hold the next level. Now, in principle,
Yeah. But the point is, guys, you will have to talk about me and my methods. Eat my shorts is how I describe it, alright? Do I need a name for it again? I'm okay with push fill. We're pushing in, like, different direction. We're switching directions, we're pushing. Alright? Call it push fill. Like, this is where we're at right now. So I can name
this
things
is more intuitive.
now.
It's how you would naturally count
I can name my
going through
constellations.
this graph here. But the most important part here is that you do
He's talking about the queue, and it's like, oh, it's more complicated. Yeah? Why would you not use that one? Why would you not prefer this one? It's not complicated, that one. This could be, again, more multi-threads friendly in a way. Because you put things in a queue, and you can extract those things from a queue. My thing might not actually be that... It's questionable.
data structure, like
It's very fresh
now
off
again, it's
the
important that you
oven.
draw all the elements and fill it out from the center out to the edges. Here, you get kind of tricky about this fill that you wouldn't naturally figure before coloring it.
Okay, what's
The idea
counterintuitive
is the
about
first step is
this?
to again 3 more neighbors, up, down, and again further to the right. And we've queued 3 more neighbors, left, right, and up. But there's a problem here, but not yet colored. And because it wasn't colored, it was then queued twice, yet colored. And thus they have been basically double
Oh
counted by.
no, you queued it so many times.
So these elements that are connected twice. This element, for example,
Uh-oh. You're not connecting it very nicely, are you?
is no longer connected to this element. The neighbors has 3 neighbors, and the other ones have 2 neighbors, and one has 1 neighbor. And this optimally colors
I heard Germany also had neighbors.
the graph. Now, like I said before, the here though is that, yeah, sure, you could have these 2 separate implementations, but it's these 2. In fact, we could flood
Oh my god, there's more implementations, thank
the algorithm
you.
with flood fill methods, and there would still be way more left to do. This is one of those problem applications. So one thing that we did just for fun is we
Wow, it's over-optimized, guys. Yeah, but you're not talking about the optimal versions, are you? You're just, like, laughing at them, because you just don't care either.
actually filled a maze using
Crazy.
flood fill. The idea is that we have some sort of start point and some sort of finish point until we get to the end.
Now, I'm not gonna be very good at mazes. I would be perfect at mazes. Perfect, because it has sharp corners. I wouldn't just be good. I would be perfect with my algorithm. Again, it just doesn't handle the diagonal
Basically, there are a bunch of really,
Filling.
really interesting applications
very well without many
to flood
recursion.
fill, but for now, we talked about it in this video and a bit more. And again, we'll cover the other
Yes, learn. It's very complicated, guys. Alright, thanks for watching. That was fucking pathetic, coming from humanity. Thanks for ruining my day again. As a bonus meme, I will complete my level. I should be able to fix it, but, like, it is problematic if it doesn't actually remove everything right now. But again, I just took one day. I'm like, I kind of need this algorithm right now. I just woke up and like, I need this. And it's like, okay, I guess I have the fastest one for no fucking reason now. Alright. It is what it is. Gotta do everything yourself. As they say. Most people just want to copy-paste. They don't want to fucking go to work. They just don't have the capacity even. And you end up like this. Breaking world records. Womp womp. Alright. I do know that there can be collapsing gravity too. In most games it happens, but I'm probably not gonna have it. Anyways, thank you for watching. And type in the nastiest comments in the comment section. I'm waiting for them. I'm a Scooby-Scoob them so fast. I will react to them, guys. Next episode.